So we take that highest money making activity, and then we write a little list on what will it take to complete that. And then we only work on that till it's done. If it takes 40 hours a week, so what? If it takes Monday through Friday and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing anything else for my real estate business, what does it matter if you work for 40 hours, if you work for a week and a half on the one activity that's going to make you $80,000 if you get it done right? I'm going to come up with some ideas, and I know we only have a few minutes, but I want to identify and show you what not executing is doing to your bottom line. Do you guys mind if I run through a couple of these?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I want to do open houses clear and consistently over time, like I said, 3 a month, I think I can find 5 buyers in a year. That is not out of this world. It's probably super conservative. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Effective open houses, I should find 5 buyers in a year. And if I do buy versus rent, even in a market right now with increased interest rates, most markets like mine in Denver increased rent more than interest rates, like 9.8% in rents increased last year. So it's still better to buy than rent. So I think if we targeted those markets, I could find 5 buyers. And I think if I really did a great job of interacting with my sphere of influence, I could find 10 in a year. So that's 20 transactions. Now, if my average sales price is 600,000, that's 12 million in sales volume. At an average commission, that's $360,000 in gross commission income I'm leaving on the table by saying, Nathan, I totally should get those open houses done. I really should work on this buy versus rent strategy, and the newsletter and the sphere of influence marketing and the past client happy hours. I'll get to it. Every time you guys leave a should on the table and you don't get to something, we're leaving money on the table. So this goes back to our daily habits. What are we doing every day? What are we executing on every day so that we make the money we want to make to bring home to our family, right? So that becomes a little difficult. We're really good. And Mark, you ran a brokerage. We're really good at starting stuff. I almost said a bad word, and not finishing it, right? We're really good at getting the newsletter kind of done, but the mail merge was hard, so we never finished. We're really good at fiddle-faddling on Canva for 3 freaking hours, but I can't get the line right, so I don't make the post. We're really good at asking our title partners for a list for a just sold postcard, but we don't want to spend the $170. We are really good at not executing. And now from the last slide, you see that all that stuff's costing us money, right? It's just costing us a ton of money. And every time you say, man, I really should do something. Every time you're on this call, every time you're at a conference or a meeting and you're like, man, I should try that. We need to stop and we need to compartmentalize. So there's a lot of reasons. I have this math. It's called 90 times 10 equals 0. Really, that just means 10 things 90% done doesn't mean anything. And we're great at that. In our profession, yeah, we're so awesome at that because we have very little accountability, right? So what we're going to talk about in a little bit, and I'm going to fly through some of this stuff, is I think sometimes we don't get to the finish line because we're scared. We don't get to the finish line because we're scared of what if somebody actually calls me? And we're really bad at practicing, right? Like again, any broker owners on this call, have you ever tried to get your realtors to do role play? It's like the end of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
there's on your other thing that you were just talking about, every year I try to implement something different. I'm not a New Year's resolution guy. I'm always like, can I just be a little bit better of a person each year, right? You know, and develop some new habits. And one of the things that I did was 100 by 100. So it's 100 solid minutes of uninterrupted time, right? Put your phone away, right? Whatever, for 100 days at a time. Mm-hmm. On revenue generating tasks.
Yep.
right? Things that actually move the needle. So
Right.
if I made the commitment to do Instagram, right? I think to be successful these days with Instagram, you got to be doing 2 to 3 of these videos a day. I know that that's not for everybody. That's not what I'm doing, but 100 minutes working on it,
Mhm.
posting it, interacting with people for 100 days, you will see results. I don't
Of-
care what you do. If you do that, like a lot of the different testimonials from people doing that, I was just like, yeah, that's actually a great idea. Like 100
Think
days
of,
straight. Most people don't.
I agree.
So
Think about our profession. We all think we're professionals. We go to conferences. We're all parts of a board of, some of us are parts of a board of realtors. We feel professional. But what do real professionals do? Practice.
practice
What do
a ton.
baseball players do? They've been swinging a bat since they were 4, but they go to the field before a game every day and take batting practice. Attorneys, they practice before they go to court. Every professional practices. So one way of executing better is to practice. Role play. It can be in your head, right? But role play a better answer to how's the market? I heard it's not that great in the media. Don't have a one-word answer. Tell a story. Role play that story in your head over and over so that when you tell it, you're better than the other 7 realtors that they know, right? Create some better habits. Now we're going to start talking about execution and getting rid of your to-do list in a second. And if you've ever tried a daily to-don't list, so we did a daily activity log, Nathan and I, we had trouble starting Breakthrough Broker. We were spinning our wheels and we started to practice what we preach. We're like, all right, let's do an activity log. So we both downloaded like archaic PDFs and we just started writing down what we were doing all day. And we're like, we're not working on stuff that's going to make Breakthrough Brokers successful. We're working on other stuff that's not going to make us successful. So then we started writing a list of things not to do, a to-don't list. It was pretty, it's pretty impactful, right? I'm going to get through the tech part and I really want to get to, compartmentalize. This is the most important thing I want to talk about today. I want you to list your highest money-making activities. So if you're a realtor and you have a to-do list, that's great. Look at your to-do list because those are your shoulds, or write down your shoulds on a piece of paper and identify if you did it 100% how much money you'd make from it. It shouldn't be a should unless you're going to make money from it, right? There's nothing you need to do in your business unless it's going to help you market to find buyers and sellers. That's what we need to be doing every day, right? So if you have a should or a to do, I want you to find the highest money making one. For me, it was open houses. We converted tons of open house leads. And then we also did, we had some other high money making activities. Worked with property management companies. They gave me their 90, 60 and 90 day vacate notices. They just sent me the address because they were licensed, so I could pay them a 25% referral. So they gave me the address of everyone who's leaving and I would start knocking on doors and sending them letters and saying, don't rent again, buy, call me. That was a high money making activity. We started working with divorce attorneys. I started going to take HR directors out to lunch and started doing I created my own relocation business because I had 13 HR directors like on that I was their realtor. Those are high money making activities. So take the highest money making one and that becomes your to do, your only to do. So we take that highest money making activity and then we write a little list on what will it take to complete that, right? And then we only work on that till it's done. If it takes 40 hours a week, so what? If it takes Monday through Friday and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing anything else for my real estate business, what does it matter if you work for 40 hours, if you work for a week and a half on the one activity that's going to make you $80,000 if you get it done right. So we get rid of our to-do list. What happens is we have no accountability. You saw that in a slide before. And to-do lists are really difficult because the human mind typically will go to the easiest activity. I'm not saying we're lazy. I'm saying if we have a to-do list of 30 things, we're going to do the easiest one. And the easiest one, and the easiest one, because I can take the hard ones and push it off to tomorrow. I could put a to-do. We all have to-dos. We put in there like January 2nd and we still see them July 24th because we have no one to hold us accountable in our world as independent contractors, right? So if we go away from that and we don't give our mind the ability to go do the easiest thing on the list, then we're just working on what's going to make us the most money. I'm going to work on my open house marketing. Open housing makes me the most money. So I'm going to send a postcard out that gets to the closest 75 homes on Tuesday before my Saturday open house that says, come see what your neighbors are selling their home for. VIP neighborhood open house before the general public. Can't wait to see you. Then I'm going to create a door hanger that I'm going to have my child or a task rabbit go hang up the night before. Don't forget, meet me tomorrow. See what your neighbors are selling their home for. VIP before the general public. Okay. And then that morning, I'm going to have a task rabbit go put out an open house sign at every right turn in a mile radius. Yes, that's like 40 signs. I meet them in a public parking lot. I say, here's half. I'm going to pay you $75. Here's half. Go set them up. Here's the map. And I'll pay you the rest when you bring them all back this afternoon when I'm done. I'm going to drive a ton of people. I'm going to have great handouts and I'm going to make money from that. But all that stuff may take me all week, or it may take me all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday to get that all done, but it's done. And that's my job. That's what I do as a real estate professional, right? So again, if I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to do a spring client happy hour. Here's my to-do list. Where am I going to have it? What's the theme? Am I going to give something away? What message am I going to convey? What are we going to eat? Call the venue. Like there's my whole list.
Want to keep getting tips? Hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching, and we hope you get a lot out of this.